Have you ever wondered why some people just absolutely kill it at everything that they do? You know, like the agency they run is like absolutely blowing up, crazy clients, crazy client results, amazing team, amazing brand. Their life is like looking super cool, like they're traveling, they're doing all of these cool things. Like it seems like anything that they touch turns into gold. They're just absolutely winners. And you sit down and you think like, why is this person getting so much better results than I am? Is it like, are they in a better niche? Do they have a better offer? Is their landing page better? Do they have better skills? Do they work harder than me? Are they smarter? Are they better looking? Blah, 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 blah. Do they have a better network? It's like, yeah, like, of course, all of those things can have an impact. All of those things can help. But at the end of the day, that's not the reason why these people win. And this is something that I was super interested about. Because like, in the past 3 years, I've worked with over 500 agency owners. I've worked with a bunch of different startups, a bunch of different other type of companies, like bigger companies, 8, 9-figure companies, 10-figure companies even. It's like every single time, it's like, why are these people just so good? Like, what are they doing? And I did a lot of work to figure it out, like a bunch of interviews, like a bunch of research into like psychology and all of these things, read a bunch of biographies, like scanned all of our clients and looked at who won and who are not doing as well, and we collected all personality types from like fucking over 100 agency owners and compared it to their revenue, trying to find like, maybe this personality type is better, and we looked at all the niches, like maybe this one niche is better, or maybe if they have this thing in their offer, it's like that makes them win. It's like, but at the end of the day, like none of those things were the actual X factor, you know, like that wasn't why they were better. Some people that we work with, like for example inside our mastermind, like they do like 100,000, 110, 120, 130,000 a month. It's like these guys have like no business experience. They are not in a special niche. Their offer is super basic. It's like they don't have any crazy sales skills, no network, no fucking trust funds, nothing. And like they're absolutely killing it. Like, and we have a bunch of these examples, people doing 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120. It's like all of, like every single person had the same thing. It's like nothing special. So in this video, I'm gonna share my findings on what I have seen to be the X factor with these people and why these people win. Because then, if you are not getting the results that you want in life, in business, with your goals, it's like you can start doing these things and you can start taking different actions and building different habits. And if you're already killing it, that's fantastic. You can also learn about it and maybe identify that, hey, this is the reason why I have been absolutely killing it. And yeah, I know I have a different setup today. I'm actually in Dubai right now, so I'm working on this like shitty desk in an Airbnb. So I hope that the audio quality and everything is fine. But let's see, whatever, who cares? But yeah, so the main thing, like the main big distinction or big difference that I see with a lot of people who don't get good results is their approach to business. They're missing one massive key point. You know, like if we take, for example, cold email campaigns. Let's say they're getting their lead generation main mechanism is cold email. Maybe they deliver cold email to their clients. Maybe they get their own calls from cold email. It's like, this is a perfect example. It's like they are always trying to find, or like they're always celebrating when things are working really well, you know. It's like deliverability is perfect, really easy to set up. It's like easy to scrape leads. Fucking campaigns are performing like really well. It's like fucking everything is easy. And they're like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. I hope this never ends. This is fantastic. This is great. Blah 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 blah. It's like there's no uncertainty. You can like predict everything that's happening. Like everything is going exactly according to plan. And they're celebrating this. And then when things go south, like it goes in every single industry, for example in the cold email industry, like deliverability updates and Google algo updates, etc., like these things are changing every few months. So there's always like gaps when stuff doesn't work. It's like they're like, this is terrible, like everything is so ruined, it's so over, maybe I change the niche, maybe I do this, maybe I do that, you know. It's like that's their natural reaction. And what you need to understand here is that when things are good, and when things are easy and predictable, for example, when it's easy to launch cold email campaigns, like that's when everyone can do it. That's when everyone can quote unquote succeed. But if everyone can succeed, it's like the things that you do have no value. You know, like if everyone can launch a cold email campaign, like what's the use case of your cold email offer? You know? Or like what's the use case of you doing great cold email campaigns? Like there's not, because everyone can do cold email campaigns. And this is just an example of cold email. But like I think it's extremely important. You know, like when you look at the guys who are absolutely killing it and are like fucking growing super hard, signing massive clients, etc. Like this is like where they thrive when shit goes wrong. And like deliverability tanks completely and no one has any ideas like if it's like how to fix it. It's like that's when they're like, fuck yeah. Because they know for a fact that when things go wrong and when things are hard, like at least 50% of their competitors disappear. They either quit because they don't have the grit and discipline and willpower to figure it out. Maybe they can't withstand the stress. Maybe they go bankrupt because their cash flow is trash. Or maybe they just actually can't figure it out from the process perspective, you know? They know that half of their competitors are gonna be gone, and if half of their competitors are gone, but the demand stays the same, the supply is more valuable. And they can charge more, they get more clients, etc. Like that's when they grow. Only if they withstand the hard period and figure it out. And figure out how to continue from it, you know? Because like the harder shit is to do and the less information there is, it's like the easier everything is. Or like easier it is to make money. Like back in the day, 3-4 years ago, like no one knew how to scrape leads. So I could literally go to Apollo, scrape 1,000 leads and sell that list for $1,000 or 1,000 euros in my case. Fucking $1 per row on Apollo. And companies were like, holy shit, this is the craziest service ever. Like it would take us 6 months to scrape 1,000 leads. It's like, yeah, because no one knew how to do it. But now you can't do that anymore because everyone knows what Apollo is. It's like, that was a great thing, you know? And yeah, I had to figure out a lot of stuff to be able to like do that and figure those things out. But it paid off in the end. So it's like people all, like what you need to also understand is like information isn't the big differentiator anymore, you know? Like that's always what a lot of people think. It's like information. It's like, oh, they have better information. They know something that I don't. There's some secret sauce that I'm missing, and that is why they're making 10 times more money than I'm making. And yeah, once again, of course, there is tactical information that you can miss, like how to use a specific tool, etc. But once again, like in this digital age, it's like information is fucking accessible to everyone. It's like if you want to, you can join a mastermind and boom, suddenly for like $500 a month, you like unlock all the secrets of the industry. Like from the top brightest minds, they tell you exactly how they run their campaigns, you know, and what technology they use, you know. Or you can go and you can spend a few $1,000s, hop on a consulting call with like some crazy dude who's like super good, and they'll tell you everything. It's like, yeah, just use this, do this funnel type, etc., etc. This works really well for us. This made us 100 million, whatever. It's like information isn't the key anymore. Like there's like fucking, I don't know how many videos about this stuff is uploaded to YouTube every single day. But it's like information is not your limiting factor anymore, you know? Like people are not winning, they're not beating you because they have better info. The reason why these people are beating you is because they are able to thrive in the hard times and in the hard market conditions, and they're not dropping off like 50% of the competition, you know? Like they are thriving in here. This is what they aim for. Like I was just talking to one person, like every single Friday we have these roundtable calls in our mastermind where everyone comes together from the mastermind, and we talk about just things happening in the industry, for like in B2B growth marketing industry, and like what tools people are using, what problems they are seeing, what solutions are they using. We just pretty much like put it all on the table and just brainstorm on it. And one person like asked a question. He was like, hey man, it's like right now it's like I'm like getting pretty stressed out. It's like really hard times because durability is tanking a little bit, like it always does every 3 months. It's like durability is tanking. I'm not sure what is the best outcome. There's no predictability. There's uncertainty. I don't know if I should make these investments or not. You know, like I could spend $1,000 on new infrastructure like set up, but I don't know if it's gonna pay off. I don't know if I'm gonna get an ROI on the investment. It's like everything's fucking hard. I don't know what I should do. And that like was like the perfect example of how you don't want to think. It's like you should think about it like this. It's like shit. It's like everything is going wrong. I can make $1,000 investment. I don't know if it's gonna pay off, but because of that, it's like no one's gonna make that investment, or like at least most people. Fucking 89% of people won't try it out. you know? And there's like an asymmetric bet. Like worst case scenario, you lose $1,000. Best case scenario, you have sending infrastructure that no one else has, and you can like fucking 10x your company. You can sign like fucking 10 clients, you know? So it's really asymmetric. You might lose $1,000, you might make $100,000. It's like pretty fucking good bet. It's like those are the risks that you should go for. Like if you have a investment that you can make and you're not 100% sure if it's gonna pay off, but there's like really limited downsides, like you lose $1,000, but upside, like you might change your life. You might fucking make $1 million in the next 12 months. It's like pretty good investment. Like a lot of people don't make those investments because they're so focused on the negative side. What if something goes wrong? What if something goes wrong? It's like, yeah, fucking that's why you are not making any money. Because you're afraid of losing $500 or $1,000 or $10,000 when you could make $1 million. You could make 500 grand. It's like, that's why you are not making it. Because you can't take a really, really, really simple risk like that. And what you also have to understand is like the worst case scenario is like people like, yeah, you might lose $1,000, but you can always go back to the thing that you're doing. Like you can always go back. It's like, oh, I'm really stressed out. I want to try this new thing. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It's like, okay, let's say it doesn't work. Let's say you try a new marketing method. Let's say you try a new funnel. Let's say you try a new offer, a new niche, whatever. You hire a new person. If it doesn't work out, you can literally always go back. You can do the exact same thing that you were doing. You know? Like once again, limited downside. Worst case scenario, you go back to exactly what you were doing before. Best case scenario, it works really fucking well, and you build a business that makes, for example, 100,000 a month, or $1 million a month, or 10,000 a month, whatever that threshold or whatever that number might be for you, you know? So that's the difference between these guys who absolutely win at the agency game, or at least anything in business, to my understanding. It's like they are not afraid of uncertainty. Like I have a friend who I talk to. It's like he's like putting crazy amounts of effort into this new product, like fucking crazy amount of efforts. And I put like probably 500 hours of work into this one thing, and he didn't know if it's gonna work out. You know, it's like it's a pretty risky bet. It's like, hey, I might invest 500 hours into this. It's like it might not work out, but he still did it. Didn't care. Put 500 hours into it, and now after 500 hours, he has like the fucking. It's like mind blowing. Like extremely powerful shit, like making crazy money. It's like crazy life-changing money from it. And yeah, it's like most people would have not been able to take the risk of putting in 500 hours. And yeah, it's like when you have that approach, you're gonna make investments that don't fucking work. You're gonna invest time and energy and money into things that literally result in nothing, and you quote unquote wasted time. But once again, it's like that's what you just have to do. It's like that's the brute reality of it. Like business is all about solving problems. The more problems you can solve, the more money you make. And like you can't really solve problems unless you take risks. At least in a predictable way. Like look at Elon Musk. He built a fucking crazy rocket that like catches the rocket, you know, the rocket launches and then it has these hands catches the rocket. Like imagine how much fucking time and money he had to put into that shit and no idea if it's gonna work or not. He took the risk, it worked, and that's like fucking like that technology is gonna change the world, you know? So yeah, fucking remember, you can always go back. You can always just do the thing that you were already doing. Don't be afraid of taking risks. Don't complain when things are hard, because that's when the money is made, you know? No one makes crazy amount of money by doing easy shit. So if you're doing something hard and there's a lot of friction and resistance and it's stressing you out and there's uncertainty and confusion, like that's the sign that you're doing the right thing. That's the sign that you should be doing that, you know? Every single time when you're uncomfortable, like, fuck, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this investment, I'm a little bit stressed out about it. It's like, that means that you're doing the right thing, because no one else can do it. Or most people won't do it. And if most people won't do it, it's above average. And that's where you make the money, you know? Remember, you can always go back. And don't be afraid to take risks. That's at least what I have personally seen be the difference between the guys who build fucking sick agencies and build sick lives and build sick business and get amazing results and the people who stay at the average level. So a quick reminder. Amazing. Hey, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Take care. Bye.